Jump with the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, ready. 43 the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Go.
Now Lawlett on first down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Check, 43.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It's a rip. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. 30 base. Yeah. 40.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On second and 7, Bortles. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down,
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a give running left for Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Here's Blunt. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Lawetta looking for a first down throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Second and 5 now. Bortles. And Cooks has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Rams.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Go. Go. You go tight. Ready, go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bortles. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Lauletta, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
10-2 stop.
First and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, Haywood. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Mike's 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, Freeman. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Okay,
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Lauletta to throw, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, here's Lauletta. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Looking to throw again on second down. Lauletta, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week.
And he's going to go down again. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check, 47. Hey, box drop. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bortles. The 20. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32. And the Rams.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and
the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Let's go. 70, Indy. I smell fear. Now go.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gurley again here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff for Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Bortles. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
On the set. Mike's 43. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Go. Let's go.
On first and 10, Lauletta. The left side completion to Jones. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Pilot, 64, weak. Kill.
This is Freeman on first and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down and 4, Lauletta. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It's caught. Jones. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bravo.
On first down, it's Lauletta. He completes it to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Freeman again. Shedding defenders at the 15. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Lauletta. Flush to his right. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I'll be right back.
They'll try the air now with Lauletta. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
60 Pittsburgh. Yep. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Ready? 8, read. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, Delta. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
From the end zone, Loletta. Sitting with a grab over the middle. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10-2 start. Hey, Irvin. 43 is the mic.
On first down, Loletta. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 12 yards there and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now Loletta. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Lauletta. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check down. And one. Wild Bill.
Lauletta from the 50. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. For Lauletta, one final throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.